This bug is the 1936A model McElroy. There were 3 or 4 different versions of it as it progressed. This is one of the latter models. As you can see here, this is your hot lead coming from your transmitter, and I'm connecting it right here. Now this is your dot contact, and this is a copper arm here that goes to the dash contact. So the dash and the dot are connected together at this point, and then we connect right here to our wire. They actually intended for you to connect up front here, underneath the paddle of all places. It's kind of easy to hit your finger on it, so I didn't opt to do that. And it seems to be better to try to keep the wires toward the back. The ground lead is right here on this post. It's a little bit odd, but that's the way he made them back then. So we've got, I think this is steel or cast iron. It's magnetic, the base is, and this is copper, and this arm is brass, and this appears to be bronze, this section right in here, and this is brass. The weights are brass, and this arm is brass. All this stuff here is brass. This is your damper. It's got a neat feature here. There's a little spring. If you can see it, you move this down and it snaps down over the end of the pendulum arm. And then your dot, your lever can't move. And then what you do is you turn the bug over on its side and use it as a straight key. So there you go, for what that's worth. And then you of course have to unhook it so you can use it as a bug. Now the other feature in these early model McElroys is that there is a pivot for both the dot, the main lever, and the dash. So there's 2 pivots. If you look closely, this is your main pivot right here, which is typical. But this is a separate pivot right here. So these act independently. And the nice thing about it is you can adjust these so that there's virtually no play in either the main or the dash lever. So it can result in a very smooth feel. So you can see it doesn't make a lot of noise. It's because of all the brass instead of a lot of steel rods and things. You don't hear all that rattling sound, but you get a very nice tactile feel from the dashes. So I like it. It's I think the smoothest bug I've ever used. And shortly after this model, this was 1936, the 38 model eliminated this extra pivot, and then they went to the same system that Vibroplex uses. Now compare that to the Stream over here. As you can see, the Stream uses the same exact system here as Vibroplex. And as a result, you've got some vertical play, as you can see here. So as you're sending, sometimes this will go up and down a little bit. It kind of absorbs some of your energy. I don't really like that too much. It doesn't really matter too much. You don't really notice it, but It's just one of those things. I think they just did this to save money. I mean, they eliminated this big heavy bronze mechanism here, this cast bronze thing, and the pivot, and all that. So it definitely would be a lot cheaper not to do it this way.